All right, welcome to round 6. The final round here at TJ Collectibles, Milford, Massachusetts. These gentlemen, Ben Cohen you've seen, Taylor Pratt you have not. They're playing for top 8. This should be the match that decides it. The winner, if nothing else goes sideways, the winner should be in top 8. Taylor Pratt on Elves, Ben Cohen on Bant Eldrazi. We've seen Ben Cohen a lot. This is the 3rd time he'll be in the feature match. I think he's won every time. We are at turn 3 right now. Looks like a thought not being resolved. Ben Cohen taking his time, making sure he takes the right card. Got an Azuri and we got a Cord. That's what we got for action spells. And then a supporting cast, of course, of Elvish Mystic, Nettle Sentinel. I think that's a Dwynen's over there. That's what he takes. He says, okay, not going to try and fight you on the big stuff. Going to try and constrain your mana and beat you down with 3/3s and 4/4s before you get a chance to cast all your good spells. I don't know that it's going to work. Taylor's hand's pretty stacked. Cord representing another Dwynen's, Cord representing another Archdruid. Yeah, Cord is a sick card in this elf deck. Now Taylor gets to untap with all his mana. Blooming Marsh comes in untapped. Important to note he has a Pendelhaven hiding in there. That could make all the difference at some point here. Taylor in the rare position, able to top 8 a tournament going 4-2 or X-2. It feels pretty good when you're in that position, let me tell you. You consign yourself to the fact that you're going to get 9th or 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 16th, 17th, you know, one of these places. And then you look at the pairings and see, oh, I got paired up. I might be able to knock my opponent out of top 8. My opponent who thought he could draw. But bully for him, he's doing math at the moment. So he decides on Elf, tap for 4. Oh, no, we have a Takesies Backsies on our hands. A Takesies Backsies in the building. Oh, okay. A lot of mana. Azuri, Court of Calling. Oh, man. Oh, another Takesies Backsies. He's just going to sit on it. He's going to say go. Sitting on the Cord. X is going to equal 2 if he chooses to cast it at EOT, getting a Dwynen's Elite. Ben in a tight spot here. I mean, he has the hand lockdown enabled, but it's the board lockdown he doesn't. And if you saw his first feature match in round 3, I pointed out that the card flicking, it got kind of, it got more rapid as the board went worse for him. And you're seeing that again here. Nonverbal tells, an underrated part of Magic. I mean, they don't add a ton. Usually they add nothing, right? Usually it doesn't matter. I mean, we can tell that the board is pretty scary for Taylor. Or rather for Ben, but on the off chance Ben had something like a Fog in his deck, or hand, or something, you know, an instant card that said destroy all attacking elves, a mythical card that doesn't exist, he might not be flicking his hand like that. And it is important. These things matter, especially in limited, less so modern. So Ben, if you're watching this, I would just say keep that in mind. And either try and balance yourself, do that when you have a good hand, or don't do it at all, because it is important. You know, it might not matter for 39 games in a row, but then the 40th game, it might cost you top 8 at a big tournament. So, Ben, thank me later when it helps you. Remember, Zach, remember I told you, buy me a Coca-Cola. Nonverbal tells, really important. So Taylor, playing the waiting game, he passed the turn. You might be tempted to just go all in here. Be like, oh god, I gotta kill my opponent as fast as possible, but he knows the Bant Eldrazi deck, they're not going to play a Supreme Verdict. They're not going to play a Damnation. They're definitely not going to play a card that says destroy all attacking elves, because it doesn't exist, but he's confident playing the waiting game because he has Collected Company. He has Court of Callings. He has Uzuri to regenerate any elves. I mean, Ben would need some kind of crazy Drowner of Hope shenanigan, Eldrazi Displacer Drowner of Hope to get out of this, and Taylor knows that. Taylor knows he can wait. So I really like his play. I think a lot of players would have just attacked with their Uzuri there. But he doesn't have to. Important to note, Taylor playing 3 Shaman of the pack give him extra inevitability. I love his deck in this matchup. It is amazing. Now the creatures are coming out. Coming to play. How many elves here? 3, 6, 9? He has more elves than Ben has permanents. Pretty good situation. Let's see what he's got. Here we go. Crash. I imagine that's the sound these elves make as they turn sideways. Uzuri, ready to be activated. Ben, deciding some blocks here. I mean, whatever he does, I don't think he can get out of an Uzuri activation. You'd have to have a heck of a lot of Path to Exiles. Here we go. Tap, add 9 green mana to your mana pool. Hell of a mana elf. With 9 mana, plus a tap land, that lets him activate Uzuri twice. Give all your elves +6/+6 and trample twice. So here we go. That is, so I guess this is a mid-combat Court of Calling? Is that what this is? For Shaman of the Pack, presumably. Or maybe another Pump Druid. So here's the Cord. Cord resolves. That's got to be getting Shaman. I have to imagine. Drain for 1, 2, 3, 4, like 10 life. Oh my god. Spellskite. Oh my word. This is in response to the displacing. Ben's like, I can't believe how badly I'm getting beaten here. This is ridiculous. What are these janky elves? I scoop, I guess. That's Ben's internal monologue. Ben, let me know how I did there. Let me know if that's close. Can't believe, I'm going to try again. Can't believe I'm losing to this S of a B in his maroon sweater over a button-up. Ah. Let me know. Let me know. I've seen you a lot on camera today, so I think I have a pretty good read on your thought process. That's what I think it is. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Taylor? I don't have a good read on Taylor yet. But, I mean, really, who can get in the mind of an elf player? Like, they're thinking, what the heck are they thinking? I don't know. I don't know. It's a mystery. It's a mystery to me. Or who can really ever know the mind of an elf player? Oh, sideboarding. Let's see. Let's see here. Benjamin Cohen. Engineered explosives. He's got to be bringing in the third engineered. Grafdigger's Cage. That one's got to be all right. Could bring in Stubborn Denial to counter, for you know, to cover the Cocos, to cover the Cords. Coco, so Collected Company, Court of Calling. Choka, the Cocos and the Chokas. What do you guys think? Cocos and Chokas? Yeah, we'll go with it. Stubborn Denial, counter the Chokas. Blessed Alliance, probably not going to do a lot here. I mean, make him sack one elf. That's very rarely going to be useful. Worship is a spicy one. Oh my god. The one worship. I don't know if Taylor would be able to deal with the one worship. Oh, Shaman of the Pack. Shaman of the Pack. Shaman of the Pack is, of course, lose life. Worship only prevents damage. Probably bring in the Thragtusk, Elspeth, Sun's Champion, just in case. Not the great sideboard options for Ben. I mean, he can tweak. He can make sure he has engineered number 3 instead of just 2. But really, I mean, his deck stays about the same. He has no fundamental way to change his deck against elves. I mean, elves does what it does, and either you can deal with it or you can't. So, no real fundamental way to change that. Taylor, he doesn't have a heck of a lot either. He'll bring in a Lead the Stampede. He'll bring in a Dismember, maybe. He'll bring in a Scavenging Ooze, maybe. Rex Sage, Maybe if he doesn't want to lose to Worship that he may or may not know about. Spellskite, maybe. Really not great options here for Taylor. His deck is already set up to win the match. Just a question of whether or not he can pull it off. Tell you what, Azuri Renegade Leader, hell of a Magic card. For those of you that don't know, Azuri, green, 1 for a 2/2 Elf Lord. Legend, so you can't have more than one play. But for 1 green, you can regenerate another target elf, right? That's pretty good. It does work. The more important part, though, is green, 2, so 5 mana. You get to give all elves you control +3/+3 and trample till end of turn. And it can be activated more than once. So, in these long, drawn-out stalls, when you have Elvish Archdruid mana, that card is beastly. And is often the difference between winning and losing. Just one card, that one elf. And I have to imagine Taylor's activated that a few times today. Players here will shuffle up, cut each other's decks, make sure everything's on the up and up before they deal 7. Ben on the play, of course. He'll try in reality smash Taylor before he amasses a massive army of elves himself. Ben, back to the drawing board. He's looking for an explosives. He's looking for a smasher. He's looking for fast beats. Because he has to be the beatdown in this matchup. He has to be. Because Taylor has many Azuris. He has many Archdruids. He has Kokos and Chokas in his deck that he will draw and he will play. And he has 3 Shaman in the pack that will kill Ben. He absolutely has to deal with his elf opponent before the late game. Or he has to draw multiple engineered explosives, which is pretty good. Hard to do, but pretty good. So, Ben on 6. Does he want to deal with it? Or does he want to go to 5? I don't know. Ben, I can't help you. You must make this decision on your own. Ben, I'm talking to you from the future. I'm going to say to you right now that you have no good choices. You can keep the bad 6 and lose to the elf army. Or you can mull to 5 and lose to the elf army. Either way, buddy, I see losing to the elf army in your future. But that's just me. If you can prove me wrong here in game 2, you can force a game 3. You scry, and you keep it on top. That's good news. Brushland Go is bad news. No noble. If you had a noble, it probably would have been an easy keep. Taylor Pratt. Turn 1. What's he got? Does he have an elf? Or does he have an elf? He has no elf. What a madman. Turn 2. Elvish Visionary. Ooh, interesting. Spellskite. What kind of hand did this man keep? Ben will do a little fetchy. Get himself a Hallowed Fountain. What'll he do? 3 mana on turn 2. On turn 3, rather. Let's see. 3 mana. Cavern of Souls. Naming Eldrazi. Displacer. Pretty good one. Stop cold by Spellskite in a few ways, but it is a good one. Visionary. What hand did you keep, Taylor? Dude. Taylor. Brother. Sky Spawner for Ben. Mystic for Taylor. Heritage would be good. There it is. Heritage Druid. 3 mana. Archdruid. Now that's the turn I'm talking about, Taylor. Turn was at least 3 times better than your last turn. Now, with Spellskite backup, Archdruid is deployed. Next turn, he gets to untap and make like 7 mana with his elves. 2 from his forest and Pendles, so 9 mana. Coco for 6 if he needs to. Or rather, Choka for 6. The anemic beatdown from Ben continues. He takes 2 to 15. Thought Knot comes out. That's some good stuff. But it sees all the cards Taylor has not been able to play. Look at this stacked hand. Oh my god. He has one of every gas spell, pretty much. He has Chord. He has Collected. He has Archdruid. He has Shaman of the Pack, even. How do you beat this if you're Ben Cohen? How do you do it? I don't know. Chord and Coco both basically represent an Azuri, which lets you regenerate elves, which means that the beats will come to a screeching halt. Boy. And the little old Spellskite. Protection from Path, protection from Displacer. There's no way that Displacer will ever target anything but Spellskite as long as it's in play. So Coco is taken. Chord is left. Chord gets Azuri, potentially. Gonna get into Taylor's head now. I have a beat on him. Gonna go, wow, look at all these elves. I can't believe I have all these elves. Why is one man allowed to have so many elves? I just don't get it. 3 mana. Nettle Sentinel. 2 green floating. That's what that die represents. 5 mana. Druid. Back to 2 mana. Untap Nettle Sentinel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 elves in play. Each Elvish Archdruid taps for 7 mana. Can you believe this? What the hell? Who let this man have that many elves? Who traded him those Archdruids? Unbelievable. This is ridiculous. He's just going to sit on his Cord and Shaman and play both and kill Ben Cohen from 19 life. Just craziness. He already has 8 elves in play. If he draws a black source, Ben is just straight up dead. And Ben knows it. Look at him. He's like, without ever entering the combat, Taylor Pratt is going to kill me this game. How is this legal? Who traded him these elves? This is why you never let a man get a critical mass of elves. We've known this. Since Urza's Saga, Priest of Titania, we've known this. You don't let a man get 10 elves into play. Yeah, still 8 elves. Taylor, still 8 elves. We know. We see it. Don't rub our noses in it, brother. We know. My God. Wow, look at this. Tap for 8 mana. Cord. X equals 3. Get a Zuri. Negate. Okay. Okay, Ben. You know what? You know what? Kid's got some fight in him. But look, now the hand flicking starts. I'd be willing to bet that was his last action spell. Out of action, start flicking the hands. Taylor with the sleeve roll up. He's ready to brawl. See how much damage you can muster. Here we go. Here we go. Here they come. So it looks like they all turn sideways, save for the Archdruid. One more elf off screen past the Visionary, so there's 6 attacking creatures right now, not just 5. We have a 4/4, a 4/4, a 3/3, a 3/3, a 3/3, and a 3/3. For a lot of damage. Just going to go ahead and say that that's a lot. I think it's 20. He's like, yeah, I still have this too, brother. Ben looking for a way out. Taylor comfortable as can be. Neck cracking. Waiting for his opponent to extend the hand. Just waiting. He knows it's coming. Joe Horton in the background. You see him in the stripes. Usually plays Burn. Today's on Tron. He locked up his spot in top 8. He locked it up a round ago. He's doing very well today. He wants to earn his invite. Was 1 win away at the Plus weekend. Locked up a top 8 here. He's 3 wins away now. Watching his buddy Taylor. Imagine his thought process is going something like, Taylor, he's our man. If he can't do it, nobody can. I just keep coming back to it, and I try and think about something else, and I can't. I keep thinking, who traded this man all these elves? No way he opened them all in booster packs. Someone had to trade them to him. Commentator's log. Stardate April 2nd, 2017. We now enter the 6th minute of combat. Priority has been on Ben Cohen for millennia. Path to Exile targets Druid. Spellskite eats it. As we travel through the vastness of elf space, I have to wonder, will this combat ever end? And I don't know. I truly don't know. The answers won't come to me. I just don't know. The combat is over. Ben's turn is beginning. Praise be. Taylor is falling asleep. Benjamin searches for a way out. At 1 life, facing down an army of elves. Blessed Alliance won't do it. Drowner of Hope won't do it. None of these cards help. That smile. The hand has to be coming soon. The flick of cards. The I'm out of gas flick of cards. Comes back again. Head Judge Gill in the background, looming menacingly. There's the hand. Taylor. Pratt with elves. Congrats, man. As long as your breakers hold up, you are in top 8. Wow. He's got to be happy with that. Ben Cohen. Won on camera twice. All of his peers at 4-1 were able to draw. He was not. That's how it goes sometimes, though, in tournament magic. Sometimes you got to play it out last round. Play it out he did, and didn't seem like he had much of a chance, to be honest. Pretty bad matchup. If you expect a lot of Bant Eldrazi, I'd play elves. So, everybody, thanks for watching this match. It was a cool one, for sure. Got to watch the Eldrazi Menace get creamed by elves. Next up, if you want to keep watching the playlist, should be the quarterfinal match. Thanks for watching the TJ channel.